Thank you for having me today. Your question was, what causes crime? Thank you for asking that. It's a very good question and very applicable, especially for all the diverse opinions and things you hear going around in the media and different newspaper articles. But it really comes down, when you look at the facts, to one of a few things. So the first being that many people feel as if they're forced into a life of crime because of a lack of urbanization and civilization. A large percentage of people, when they live in a place that doesn't have very much civilization or job availability or opportunity or even schooling, they feel as if the only option is to enter into a life of crime in order to survive. Another option could be deterrence, both specific and general, suggests that certain crimes happen anyway. The main source of punishment that we have right now would be jail time or even community service and things like that, but many people even have made comments that they would rather go to jail because at least they're insured meals and their outside time, basically fair treatment in many of the jails that we have right now. And that's why that's not always an effective form of deterrence, and that's why crimes continue to happen anyways. The biological theory would suggest that genetics, such as the shape of facial features or abnormal appendages, such as like an extra toe or an extra finger, could be a cause of crime. So this could come from like special ed or disability people in the population, which there is some evidence to prove this, but not as much as the other theories, because some with certain biological factors, as mentioned, have committed crimes, but some haven't. So it can't really be like the determining cause of crime. At least there's not really enough evidence to conclude that. Another, which goes with the sociological theory, would be family ties, which this sort of goes with the point made about urbanization, but when someone's family members, or basically nature versus nurture, it's the people who surround them, are involved in crimes, or when that's really like enforced as acceptable to them, or these are like the morals and standards that they've grown up with, the percentages and probabilities go up significantly higher when this is the type of background that people have, and it's very likely that they will then enter into the life of crime because this is all they've known and what they assume to be acceptable, what's familiar to them. Another factor that could be a possible cause of crime would be the psychological theory. This basically suggests, similar to what I mentioned about the disability students or things like that, just people in the population who have the slightly altered biology. This could sort of go for like mental things too, which is what the psychological theory suggests. In my research, there's one case of Joseph Kalinger, which he basically had psychosis, just many mental challenges that he faced. And the doctors who worked with him and things like that, like even after he committed his crimes, suggested that he wouldn't have committed these crimes if he wouldn't have had his psychosis. Therefore, his psychosis was the cause of crimes. There are many cases like this one as well. So that is another factor that could be a cause of crime. Anyway, research suggests that it could be multiple of these, or maybe even a combination of several, but the causes of crime are really different for every case as well. So, but thank you for having me today.